Got it. Don't worry. I turned it off because I didn't want the answers to show. Uh,
Yeah, HDMI too, but I think you have to go back into a different place. Uh, it's like, like the first, there you go.
what to watch or live.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. They wouldn't put it in something. Thanks so much.
Hare Krishna. So this afternoon, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to my maternal grandmother, who is actually made this plan here today. Yeah, so a little bit background about her and our family. So we are again from a Brahmin family, and my maternal grandmother. So she she made her house like Gita Pathshala. Pathshala in general means a school. So they make their house, their home as like a school to teach Gita to everybody. And then also they, like our ancestors, they may have like an ashram, for Gita and Lakshmi Narayan Swami. Yeah, so, all those like summer holidays, whenever I went to my grandmom's home, all the lessons that I learned and the stories from the Bhagavatam that I learned. Although at that time I was all like not very mischievous, running around and not really focusing in learning shlokas when they wanted to teach me. But yeah, the stories still I mean, those memories of like how they taught me the stories and the games that we played around the themes of Bhagavatam and things like that. So although like I kind of gone off track studying Bhagavatam after that, but now I want to like in the past like 4 years or so, I've been trying to read provide books and distribute some of the books as well. So I think most of that knowledge is coming from the childhood days that I learned. And the second thing is about this place itself. So whenever I like walk around, so it reminds me of those like when I was a little girl playing in my grandmother's or grandparents who was taking care of the Lakshmi Swami ashram back in India. So it's like kind of similar. So I'm hoping that like soon I can also provide Shram also those kind of experiences as he grows up and like being close to like learning Gita and Bhagavatam and all the scriptures and Ramayana and things like that. So yeah, that's my I think that's my big thanks to her and also thanks to Prabhupada for his books.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, we're promising all these cables close together. But y'all like to know about it real quick. All these closer and you understand back there. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's fun to get it.
You're not able to see. Can I try?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got delayed. No, there is a software so which can
Zoom out.
zoom out. Can I try?
Yeah.
You can click Together?
You don't have to. He's gonna get it software and zoom out.
So which one is convenient?
Jagannath Prabhu,
If there is something, then we can just attach to this.
can I have a Brahma Samhita?
Probably you can move your.
Yes, that's
Because if you have, it is not working.
We have Brahmasmi over here.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we
That's-
should be. Sorry, I totally.
That's okay. Don't feel bad. So, go ahead, singing, whoever is singing.
Right now.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. We added this, like you need this.
We don't need it, but now it is working fine. When it is not working, then we will
So you can
disconnect.
unplug it,
Huh?
disconnect it, let's see.
So it will go from there, but I will put it different way. I'll put it different way.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
I don't see a copy.
Okay. You have in your iPhone? Okay.
My phone is in here.
Okay.
Do we have the paper, the Brahmasmi?
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry.
Picture.
We'll be okay.
Remember, Brahma Samhita ఉన్నది. Remember, Brahma Samhita also.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
It's not allowing.
Oil.
I'll see separately, but now I'll just put it on top there.
Okay.
Sorry.
At the end, you can check. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Book reading time.
It's okay. Thank you. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gurudev Jaya. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Jayam Vishnupat Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtatarashata Sri Sima Sila Bhai Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON BBT founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai, Sri Upadeshamrita ki jai, Samaveta Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prajani Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatari. So we have one new student. He hasn't introduced himself, who he is and why he is here. How we are going to get some inspiration through him. Where's the microphone? Oh my gosh. If I knew this, I would not even come. He's thinking. We want to know, Prabhu, you are a great devotee. You know, I gave a class in temple other day. The Guru Police comes, temple get packed. He gave a very good answer. Yeah, very good answer. Thank you. Okay, Prabhu, you have to introduce yourself. You can say your name. You don't have any name yet? Oh, really? I'm so sorry. We should do name giving ceremony. Okay, he's a little shy. So I was looking these questions and for 2 and 3 that we are going to do. It's interesting. You get some inspiration, but just by reading, you can answer already before you read it. So it's like you think like. So maybe we'll read the question. Is that okay? And then we'll read the whole purport and then we'll discuss. Regarding the previous chapter, previous sloka, I'll discuss that after this. Is that okay? Okay. So first question is, who is going to read? Praladanda Prabhu?
Yeah.
Can you read that? Text 2 and 3. Someone has the microphone?
You to open book,
Yes.
open book access. Close one, right? Yeah. So text will usually six obstacles and six virtues. Don't put short answer question. The first one is, what analogy is used to explain confidence and patience?
Confidence and patience. Okay.
Second one, list the 3 primary energies of the life. Third, define Mahatma and Duratma. List the 3-fold miseries in Sanskrit and English. 5. Analyze examples of Tatyahan, subtle and gross and useless. Number 6. Explain the examples of subtle Tatyahan as mentioned in the purport text and discuss why it is important to recognize and avoid them in our practice of devotional service. Number 7. List the 9 processes of devotional service in Sanskrit or English. What is the meaning of Avasya Krishna? Number 9. Briefly describe the 2 aspects of Tat Karma Pravarnata. Number 10. Explain the analogy. If $100 bill is lying on the street. Number 11. By God's arrangement, anyone in any part of the world can live very peacefully if he has some lamp and sun, and it is sun.
Some land and milk cow or cow milk.
Some land and a cow. Or a cow and some land.
How come you wrote milk cow? Hey, Phil,
That's what he said.
milk cow
Yeah,
or cow's milk?
milk cow. I don't know if there are cows that produce anything other than milk, but
There's some that don't.
really, dry cows. But yeah, so yeah, probably not milk cow.
Okay. So who would like to start? We are going to do jantram, mantram, tantram, Jagannath Prabhu. Jantram means
The personality behind it,
behind what?
behind the text.
Yes. There's a person behind it. Like US government, even material, real dollar, government is behind it. Otherwise, what's the difference between fake dollar and real dollar? Fake dollar, nobody is behind it. So very good. Okay, and then mantram, mother. Yes,
Is it the mantra itself?
little more. Yeah. Is it authorized? Who is standing behind to guarantee the result when you pray? If you follow someone like GPS, imagine if GPS didn't work, would people use it? No. So when in the mantra, when you recite and you follow, there has to be result. So somebody is behind it. So you have to recognize that this is bona fide mantra because the person who is above the conditional life or above the 4 defects is authorizing this or approving, or you can say mercifully allowing us to approach. And tantram, mother, Prema.
Yeah, strong desire. Person is pain.
Strong desire, but what kind of main ingredients will be?
Should intense.
Yeah, intention,
Intent.
attitude. Yeah. Like a person giving is not so important. What intention behind giving is important. Offering is good, but what intention behind offering is more important. Krishna looks at not the magnitude, but attitude. In carrying the boulders to build the bridge, Hanuman carried big boulder, isn't it? Big. And to build a bridge from India to Sri Lanka, I don't know how many miles, some said 800 miles. You need a lot of boulders. How many squirrel can help you to build the bridge without anybody else? Only squirrel. What? Mother Harsh. No. From Las Vegas.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So how many squirrel you need to build a bridge? The squirrel will go and get some dust and they'll come and shake it. How many squirrel you need?
It's very hard to put a number on that. Because they're just carrying the.
Materially impossible to build a bridge. Materially impossible. But to the eye of Lord, everybody, God is equal to everyone, but everybody is not equal to God. They have their own view. Or is a Hindu God. Somebody actually told me Krishna is like a Hindu God. I don't feel attraction. I say, you don't have attraction to God. Because God doesn't belong to a sub-particular group or anything. It's a mistake. So when Hanumanji was bringing the big boulder, you all know that story. But it's a wonderful lesson we learned. That he told the squirrel, move. Don't you see I'm bringing the big boulder? Hanumanji is a pure devotee, but he's also allowing for us to understand what is important in service. Then he told the squirrel to move out. He said, this is what you need to build the bridge, not little dust. But then Lord Ramchandra appeared there. Say, Hanumanji, you never should speak like this. What attracts me It is not the boulder or the squirrel dust. It is the attitude. Yeah. So it's a very important. It's a good meditation. The Krishna looks our intention more than our action. Action is important. Love means both. Love means intention and action. We'll discuss this when we come to Nectar of Devotion. But this is good. Okay, go ahead, Mata.
Text it. Atyahar prayas.
Oh, we're supposed to recite the whole verse, right? Yeah, that's right. How do we put it? Phil is behind. Yeah. Where is the PPT for NOI? I know, but it was not a PPT. It was in a format of, let's see.
That is a PPT. It's the same as the Google Doc. It's downloaded.
I did.
Yeah. Not that one. So if you go back to the website, or you want me to resend it to you as a PPT?
This one.
Yeah, and then you can download it. And then if you open it,
Download here.
no, go to file on the left,
Uh-huh.
and then download as PPT.
But it doesn't download.
Yeah.
It will disappear. It will stay only in WhatsApp. I want to keep it in the
No,
computer.
no, you can click on it now. Okay, so if you go to download right there,
Okay.
and then click on it, then you can do the same thing you did for the doc. You can save it.
But you didn't put his picture. Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Okay. But where did it go?
So you want to go open the
I
PowerPoint,
don't see it is downloaded here.
go to PowerPoint
Yeah.
and go to File, and then go to Save As.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
To do too many things down. Just would be easier. I'm not used to it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then you'll have it whenever you need it on the computer, which will make it easy for every class.
Don't stay there. I need to put in number there. 0. Slow calls. Okay, we are going to recite together the slokas. I'm sorry, just by tomorrow morning, everything will be good. Who?
The Mataji that she shared yesterday.
Okay, you're going to try?
My phone.
Okay. And you view.
It's this thing right there. You see that
Oh.
little, yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Together. We'll recite together. Okay. Okay. Manaso Buddhavedam Shaya bhajana vidyam mananyamanya Radhisunyam yadam Sustu chaya Charitadi sita padida Ithau tata parasmaskari Intam adara kumham Sati krama bhavati kavali Sevam vivekhi Kiyataya Bhakti Yogarina Tebba Gyana Vimukta Bhakti Paranam Premanita Nishastakam Ekastam Spalapankasajis Sampisamadikam Preshta Prabhupada Kundam sasam Very good. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we heard about the questions. Now we are going to begin. So we can go like this, one paragraph, one paragraph, one paragraph. Let us begin. You have started.
Let's do it. Atyamaraha Prasha. Prayasascha. Prajapurnima Brahma. Janasangasha Sadhya Bhakti Vinashadi. Once devotional service is spoiled and it becomes too entangled in the following 6 accidents. 1. Eating more than necessary, collecting more funds than required. 2. Over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. 3. Talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. 4. Practicing scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or simply. 5. Associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Christian consciousness. And 6. Being greedy for mundane achievements. Human life is meant for plain living and high thinking. Since all conditioned living beings are under the control of the Lord's third energy, this material world is designed so that one is obliged to work. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has 3 primary energies or potencies. The first is called the Antaranga Shakti, or the internal potency. The second is called the Tatastha Shakti, or the marginal potency. The third is called the Bahiranga Shakti, or the external potency. The living entities constitute the marginal potency, and they are situated between the internal and external potencies. Being subordinate as eternal servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Jivatmas, or atomic living entities, must remain under the control of either the internal or external potency. When they are under the control of the internal potency, they display their natural constitutional activity, namely constant engagement in the devotional service of the Lord. This is stated in the Bhagavad Gita 9.13.
Anastu ma partha living so
O son of Priya, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. The word Mahatma refers to those who are broad-minded, not open-minded. Simple-minded persons always engaged in satisfying their senses. Sometimes expand their activities in order to do good for others through some reason, like nationalism, humanitarianism, and altruism. We may reject personal self-gratification for the self-gratification of others, like the members of their family, community, or society, either national or international. Actually, all this is extended self-gratification from personal to communal to social. This may all be very good from the material point of view, but such activities have no spiritual value. The basis of such activity is self-gratification, either personal or external. Only when a person gratifies the senses of the Supreme Lord can he be called a Mahatma or broad-minded person.
The above quoted verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the words "Daivim Prakriti" refer to control of the internal potency or pleasant potency of the Supreme Personality. This pleasant potency is manifested as Srimati Radharani or her expansion Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. And the individual soul, individual jiva souls are under the control of the internal energy. The only engagement is the satisfaction of Krishna or Vishnu. This is the position of a Mahatma. If one is not a Mahatma, he is Duratma or cripple-minded person. Such mental crippled Duratmas are put under the control of their external potency, Mahabharata.
Indeed, all the living entities within this material world are under the control of Mahamaya, whose business is to subject them to the influence of threefold miseries, are the diabetic pleasure, sufferings caused by demigods such as droughts, earthquakes, and storms, are the Bautic pleasure, sufferings caused by other living entities like insects or enemies, and Adhyatmika pleasure, suffering caused by one's own body and mind, such as physical and mental infirmities. Daiva Bhutatma Hetavaha. The conditioned soul subject to these three miseries by control of the external energy suffer various difficulties.
The main problem confronting the conditioned souls and in the material world, one has to work for a maintaining of the body and the soul. But how can one perform such work in a way that is favorable for the executing of Krishna consciousness? Everyone requires position such as food, grains, clothes, money, and other things necessary for the maintaining of the body. But one should not collect more than necessary for this actual basis needs. If this natural principle is followed, there will be no difficulty in maintaining the body. According to nature's arrangement, living entities lower on an evolutionary scale do not eat or collect more.
Little louder.
Do not eat or collect more than necessary. Consequently, in the animal kingdom, there is generally no economic problem or scarcity of necessities. If a bag of rice is placed in a public place, birds will come to eat a few grains and go away. A human being, however, will take away the whole bag. He will eat all his stomach and bone and then try to keep the rest in storage. According to scriptures, this collecting of more than necessary atyahara is prohibited. Now the entire world is suffering because of it.
Collectively eating more than necessary also causes payasya or unnecessary endeavor. By God's arrangement, anyone in any part of the world can live very peacefully if he has some land and a milk cow. There is no need for man to move from one place to another to earn a livelihood, for one can produce food grains locally and get milk from cows. That can solve all economic problems. Fortunately, man has been given higher intelligence for the cultivation of Krishna consciousness, or the understanding of God, one's relationship with Him, and the ultimate goal of life, love of God. Unfortunately, so-called civilized man, not caring for God realization, utilizes his intelligence for getting more than necessary and simply eating to satisfy the tongue.
Okay. By God's arrangement, there is sufficient scope for the production of milk and grains for human beings all over the world. But instead of using this higher intelligence to cultivate God consciousness, so-called intelligent men misuse their intelligence to produce many unnecessary and unwanted things. Thus, factories, slaughterhouses, brothels, and liquor shops are opened. If people are advised not to collect too many herds, eat too much, or burn unnecessarily to possess artificial amenities, they think they are being advised to return to a primitive way of life. Generally, people do not like to accept plain living and high thinking. That is their unfortunate position. Human life is meant for co-organization. And human beings need high intelligence for this purpose. Those who believe that this high intelligence is meant to attain a higher place should follow the instructions of the Vedic intelligence. By taking such instructions from higher authorities, one can actually become situated in perfect knowledge and view real meaning of life. And she will marvel and not make the Srila Goswami describes the proper human member in this way.
Yogavargasya Natha Arthopakalpate Nathasya Dharmaikantikasya Kama Labhaya Ismita.
All of Krishna languages are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed from material world. Furthermore, one who is engaged in the ultimate operational service should never use material world to cultivate sense gratification.
The first step in human civilization consists of occupational engagements performed according to the scripture regulations. The higher intelligence of human beings should be trained to understand basic dharma. In human society, there are various religious conceptions that characterize as Hindu, Christian, Hebrew, Mohammedan, Buddhist, and so on. For without religion, human society is no better than animal society. As stated above,
We don't need
religion is meant for attaining emancipation, not for getting back. Sometimes human society manufactures a system of food or religion aimed at making advancement, but that is far from the purpose of true dharma. Religion entails understanding the law of God because the proper execution of these laws ultimately leads one out of material environment. That is the true purpose of religion. Unfortunately, people accept religion for material prosperity because of appearance or an excessive desire for such prosperity. True religion, however, instructs people to be satisfied with the bare necessity of life while cultivating Krishna consciousness. Even though we require economic development, true religion allows it to only for supplying the bare necessity of material existence. Jivasya tattva janasya. The real purpose of life is to inquire about the absolute truth. If our endeavor for yourself is not to inquire about the absolute truth, we will simply increase our endeavor to satisfy our artificial needs. The spiritual aspirant should avoid mundane endeavor.
Another impediment is present unnecessary talking. When we mix with a few friends, we immediately begin unnecessary talking, sounding like just talking thoughts. If we must talk, we should talk about Krishna consciousness movement. Those outside of the Krishna consciousness movement are interested in reading tips of newspapers, magazines, and novels, solving crossword puzzles, and doing many other nonsensical things. In this fashion, people simply waste their valuable time and investment. In the Western countries, all men retire from active life, playing cards, fish. Is it fishing or what? Was television and debate about useless socio-political schemes. All this and other frivolous activities are included in the present category. Intelligent persons interested in Krishna consciousness should never take part in such activities.
Genocide refers to associating with persons not interested in Krishna consciousness. One should strictly avoid such association. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has therefore advised us to live only in association of Krishna conscious devotees. Bhakta Sanya Masa. One should always engage in service of the Lord in the association of Lord's devotees. Association with those engaged in a similar line of business is very conducive to advancement in that business. Consequently, materialistic persons from various associations and clubs join and their endeavors. For example, in the business world, we find such institutions as the stock exchange and the chamber of commerce. Similarly, we have established the International Society for Personal Consciousness to give people an opportunity to associate with those who have not forgotten tradition. This spiritual association offered by our ISKCON movement is increasing day by day. Many people from different parts of the world are joining this society to awaken their dormant spiritual consciousness.
Phil.
About to say out this are slicing about for rights and other groups and commentary. But too much endeavor to acquire knowledge on the part of mental speculators or dry philosophers falls within the category of the Pratyahara, effective more than movie. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the endeavor of philosophical speculator to write volumes of books on dry philosophy devoid of Krishna consciousness is entirely futile. The work of Karni to write volumes of books on economic development also falls within this category of Aksahara. Similarly, those who have no desire for Krishna consciousness and who are simply interested in possessing more and more material things, either in the shape of scientific knowledge or monetary gain, are all included under the control of Aksahara.
Next.
Finally, it's able to accumulate more and more money for the future generations only because they do not know their future position. Interested only in getting more and more money for their sons and grandsons, such foolish persons will not even know that their position is going to be in the next life. There are many incidents that illustrate this point. Once a great Karmi accumulated a vast fortune for his sons and grandsons, but later, according to his karma, he took his birth in a cobbler's house located near the building which in his previous life he had constructed for his children. It so happened that when this very cobbler came to his former house, his former sons and grandsons beat him with tools. Unless the Karmis and Grannies become interested in Krishna consciousness, they will simply continue to waste their life in fruitless activities.
Accepting some of the scriptural rules and regulations for immediate benefit, as utilitarians advocate, is called niyama adhyana, and neglecting the rules and regulations of the Shastra, which are meant for spiritual development, is called niyama adhyana. The word adhyana means eagerness to accept, and adhyana means failure to accept. By the addition of either of these two words to the word niyama, rules and regulations, the word niyama adhyana is formed. Thus, niyama adhyana has a two-fold meaning that is understood according to the particular combination of words. Those interested in Krishna consciousness should not be eager to accept rules and regulations for economic advancement. Yet, they should very faithfully accept scriptural rules and regulations for the advancement of Krishna consciousness. They should strictly follow the regulated principles by avoiding use of sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. One should also avoid association with higher bodies, specifically glass and vegetables, who are interested in material happiness. Families who desire liberation by merging into the existence of the formless absolute Brahman, and seeking families who desire the perfection of mystic yoga practice are classified as anti-malis. To associate with such persons is not at all desirable. Desires to expand the mind by perfecting mystic yoga, merging into the existence of Brahman, or attaining mystical material prosperity are all included within the category of greed, Yoga. All attempts to acquire such material benefits or so-called spiritual advancements are impediments on the path of Krishna consciousness. Modern warfare waged between capitalists and communists is due to their avoiding the advice of Srila Goswami regarding Atripara. Modern capitalists accumulate more wealth than necessary, and the communists, envious of their property, want to nationalize our wealth and property. Unfortunately, The communists do not know how to solve the problem of wealth and its distribution. Consequently, when the wealth of the capitalists flows into the hands of the communists, no solution results. Opposed to these two philosophies, the Krishna conscious ideology states that all wealth belongs to Krishna. Thus, unless all wealth comes under the administration of Krishna, there can be no solution to the economic problem of mankind. Nothing can be solved by placing wealth in the hands of the communists or the capitalists. If $100 bill is lying on the street, someone may pick it up and put it in his pocket. Such a man is not honest. Another man may see the money and decide to let it remain there. Impunity should not touch another's property. Although this second man does not steal the money for his own purposes, he is unaware of its proper use. The third man who sees the $100 bill may pick it up, find the man who lost it, and deliver it to him. This man does not steal the money to spend for himself, nor does he neglect it and let it lie in the street. By taking it and delivering it to the man who has lost it, this man is both honest and wise.
How that's relevant to us?
God's property.
How is that relevant to us?
The responsible one. Is it like open question?
Yeah, you can.
So living a responsible life, which means every moment every day. Like for example, we can't just throw trash here and there or just waste resources just like that because we're getting even including electricity, right?
You know, in Calcutta, the Calcutta city was full of trash. At least in my childhood life. Why full of trash? You said we cannot throw the trash. Why it was full of trash? Do you know? Very good. You are intelligent. Because everybody tolerates that abuse, that you have a right to throw anywhere. And nobody, sir, this is not a place for trash. Because you accept the wrong thing, it will become wrong. The whole situation, it can be whole country, whole world can be wrong. So responsibility means they have to know the truth first, who actually possess owner of everything. So in that sense, only devotees are the real utilizer. We can say in one word, we are not exploiter, we are not renouncer. Then who are we? Utilizer. So from that angle, yes, you are right. Thank you. Okay.
Simply transferring wealth from capitalists to communists cannot solve the problem of modern politics. For it's been demonstrated that when a communist gets money, he uses it for his own sense gratification. The wealth of the world actually belongs to Krishna, and every living entity, man and animal, has the birthright to use God's property for his maintenance. When one takes more than his maintenance requires, be he a capitalist or a communist, he is a thief, and as such, he is liable to be punished by the laws of nature.
The wealth of the world should be used for the welfare of all living entities. And for that is the plan of Mother Nature. Everyone has the right to live by utilizing the wealth of the world. When people learn the art of scientifically utilizing the Lord's property, they will no longer encroach upon one another's rights. Then an ideal society can be formed. The basic principle for such a spiritual society is taking the first measure of sweet equal punishment.
Ishavashyam idam sarvam jatkincha jagatam jagat tena tektena bhanjita magrida kashyashit dhanam
Everything living or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the one. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his total, and should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong.
What is the difference with this paragraph, first part of this paragraph, with hippie culture? Are you familiar with hippie culture?
It's not very good.
No. Hippie culture is not exactly like that. Hippie culture, they believe everything belongs to everyone, not one person. Communists believe everything belongs to government, state, not everybody. Means individual wealthy or individual gathering a lot of wealth for myself is condemned. State should own everything and they will give when you need. They will look after, nobody wants. We are believing monarchism in one sense. Everything belongs to God. Then versus hippie culture, the first part of this paragraph, hippie culture they believe, because a lot of devotees join from hippie culture. Mother Malati Devi, she stole butter to have the Sunday feast because they didn't have money. It's not that. But did she feel guilty? No, there was no guilt because butter or anything belongs to everybody. Whoever don't have, you're supposed to give it. You're not supposed to hoard it. So the truck guy who delivered the butter to the restaurant left the back door or slide door open. So she goes and pick up this, and she was doing for a few Sunday feast. And the guy was not, I don't know what he was thinking, I don't know, he never checked it. But then Prabhupada noticed from through the window, oh, somebody pulled the truck, and then she goes there and she brings it. So Prabhupada was fully aware. I was surprised that I had no idea hippie culture, but Prabhupada was fully aware. So Prabhupada complimented her, not supporting her. She said, you know, Krishna's name is Makhan Chor. He's a famous butter thief. Didn't say you did wrong or right. He said, but it's very fun. Krishna does this, and the whole village is enchanted with this stealing butter. And she's like so scared. Oh my God, did he see that I stole? Yeah, Prabhupada saw. Prabhupada mentioned, but Prabhupada never said that because he was aware. You follow? The culture of the hippie means if I have a $100,000, $1 million, and you don't have anything, then my money should go to you and me. Whoever don't have should have. It's nothing about God consciousness, but this is how they grow up in that culture. So according to her, was not a stealing things. Because that guy should not have so much we need, so he's supposed to supply. We don't have money. And they didn't have money actually, that's why. Does that make sense? So first part is wrong, right. That's why Prabhupada put that Ishopanishad, Ishavashyam Idam Sarvam, very uniquely. This is our belief. But it's very close to the first paragraph, very close to the hippie culture. So it's very unique. Okay, go ahead.
The right trespassers, the big one is, they right like that. And I heard and also read some places where, if you trespass, even if you are not intending to do any harm, they can shoot you. And you will be not accused in the court of law.
Yeah.
Because you are defended and you have put the notice.
This is American law.
Yeah, that's American law.
Some states, yes. Okay.
Krishna conscious devotees know very well that this material world is designed by the complete arrangement of the Lord to fulfill all the necessities of the life for all living beings without their having to inquire upon the life of rights of one another. This complete arrangement affords the proper quota to wealth of everyone according to his real needs, and thus everyone may live peacefully according to the principle of plan, plain living, and high thinking. Unfortunately, materialists who have neither faith in the plain plan of God nor any as aspiration for higher principle develop misuse their God given enlightening only to mm, aug- augment their material position. They divide they devise many systems such as capitalism and materialistic communism to advance their material position. They are not interested in the laws of God or in a higher good. Always anxious to fulfill their unlimited desires for sense gratification, they are conspicuous by their ability to exploit their fellow living beings.
When human society gives up these elementary forms, enumerated by Srila Rupa Goswami, Kihara, etc., all enmity will cease between men and animals, capitalists and communists, and so forth. In addition, all problems of economic or political mal maladjustment and instability will be solved. This pure consciousness is awakened by the proper spiritual education and practice offered scientifically by the Krishna consciousness. What is usefulness?
The Christian consciousness movement offers a spiritual community that can bring about a peaceful condition in the world. Every intelligent man should purify his consciousness and rid himself of the above mentioned six hindrances to devotional service by taking wholehearted shelter of the Christian consciousness movement.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful. So let's go back to the question. Let's see. You're going to answer now. Yes, test is later, but you prepare now. What analogy is used to explain confidence and patience? We didn't go there. That will be probably next because 2, 3 mixed. Okay. List the 3 primary energies of the Lord. Raise hand, whoever knows the answer. You have to know the answer. You're going to answer. Yes, Mother Premapada Devi does. Let's see. Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, Tarastha. Can you get the microphone? Do you address God with Shakti or Shakti is separated from God? Good, thank you. We do not worship God without Shakti. We do not accept any definition, any analogy, any explanation that does not include Shakti with God. Is that clear, everybody? We worship Shakti Shaktiman. Krishna is God, Radharani also God. This is called polymorphic bimonotheism. Monism, the world is filled with. Judaism, Mayavadism, Jainism, maybe I should not say all those names. They are actually monism. Even Judaism, they ultimately monism. Because does not refer or explain the service attitude, loving relationship with God. They talk about God, but there is no trace of loving relationship. Maybe in Judaism, Kabbalah has but how many people goes to Kabbalah? Very few. Very few really goes to Kabbalah. Majority Judaism, I was talking to Mr. Steinberg, he got a 3 PhD on Torah. The Moses' 5 chapters that together called Torah. And there's another Torah where the rabbis, high priest in their culture, gives the commentary. And the second Torah means one is giving one commentary, other defy that explanation, establishing his own, and they go on. Ultimately, it's just a Brahman or Brahmavadi. What is the problem with monism? Be honest to yourself. There is a war between the heart and head. Head calculates God is like this. God is supreme controller, is omniscient, is omnipresent. You go on it. But there is no explanation of loving relationship or service. What is heart feeling? You want to feel loved. You want to express love. You want to have a relationship. You want to live for happiness. You're not like a dry, you want to become a dry wood or something. Nobody, I hope nobody does, but possible. So when you have a heart feeling and your head does not come together, there's a war between head and heart. To me, this is called monism. And biggest two religions of this world are into that category. Then monotheism, like Christianity, monotheism. Monism and monotheism is two different. Monism means they believe in God, but there is no variegatedness, no relationship, nothing. Monotheism means God exists, he also has the activities. Genesis 1.1, what it says? God created heaven and earth. That means he exists before heaven and earth. You follow? And Prabhupada is very logician. Prabhupada is perfect logician. He says, we are interested to be a family member of God before creation of heaven and earth. But Christianity, they follow mostly to go to heaven and not go to hell. So it's different. So monotheism, we also accept monotheism. It's nothing wrong because there's not at least war. But you will ever find any Christian goes to church to serve God. They go to church, behind their endeavor that I'm going to go to heaven and I don't want to go to hell. That's the purpose. You follow? There's no relationship or service. When you talk about Krishna consciousness, what is the most prime factor? Service, loving service. Even though in conditional state, we may not taste that happiness, but focus is on service. That's why it's above polytheism, monotheism, even polymorphic monotheism. We believe in polymorphic bi-monotheism. Bi-monotheism means it's not that Radharani is a feminine gender or Krishna is a masculine gender. No, not like this. But we believe that supreme absolute truth. You can say in English, polymorphic bi-monotheism in other sense. Krishna is the supreme masculine God. Radharani also supreme feminine God. That together is supreme God, not separately. So Krishna is always endowed, or Bhagavan is always endowed with potency. Any philosophy do not accept this. They are not very high level accommodating or engaging the soul. They will say, I always say, I'm sure some of you heard it, I'm sure Prahaladanda Prabhu heard it, Mother Amrita. Did you ever eat liquid soup with forks? Did you ever eat? What is wrong? Would you like to try one day? No? What is wrong? Why you don't want to try? What is one? No, it is possible. You can, I did. I'm not just telling you the philosophy. I'm sometimes I'm stupid. I mean, I'm stupid all the time. But I try all these things myself. So I took a liquid dal. There's nothing solid, just liquid, and I would take a fork and try to eat. So guess what?
Quantity difference, you can still eat, but you cannot take it. But then it also takes longer to finish everything, but it's one is.
Good. You are thinking, thoughtful. Very good. That's called stay busy and hungry. Stay busy and hungry. This is called monism. I mean, monotheism. Monism is war between head and heart. I literally see that. Whenever somebody talks, you can see where they are coming from. It's like this guy is not completely happy in life. He's going to either exploit the world, enjoy the matter, body of another person, sex or whatever, drug or something, or they will just go of negation, just reject everything, dry, just get out. They will austere till death. But then they suffer. It's not like after death they are free. No, they will suffer. 12.5, you have Bhagavad Gita 12.5, Krishna talks about it. He talks about 3 and 4 about their activity. And 5, Krishna says, Klesha adhikataras tesham abhyakta asakta chetosam abhyakta hi gati dukkha deham bodhir abhapati. Krishna says these people suffer. You have it, Prabhu? Read it. Oh, you found it. Read it.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
Yeah. Thank you. Krishna knows. That's why he said they actually suffer. They do suffer. They are not somebody in India or somewhere. They are all over the world, even amongst us sometimes. We go through like this because impersonal contamination is within you. We are born with 3. I mentioned this many times. We are born with 3 attachments. And one of the attachment is this. You will feel deep down. Come on, be honest. Deep down, sometime in your life, you felt like this. I don't know if Krishna, God has a form. I mean, I know you worship. I'm not going to tell anybody, but in my deep down in my heart, I don't know if really like eternally he has a form, the whole spiritual world. Where do you come up with this? Because you are born with this attachment. You have 4.10, you read in one purport, Prabhupada writes that everybody is born. When Prabhupada was giving lecture in Chicago, Keshav Bharati Prabhu was sitting there and Prabhupada says, they are polluting the world by speculating and spreading this concept of God all over the world. And he was little angry. So after the class is over, Keshav Bharati Maharaj says, is there like a group of people like this in India, like you are so angry? And Prabhupada turned back towards him. He said, no, I'm talking about you. Me? Then Prabhupada said, yes, in this age, everybody is born with 3 defects. In the purport, if you look at 4.10, Vitaraga, Prabhupada put that we are born with these 3 attachments. Prabhus and mothers, try to get rid of this. First thing, you start with Shraddha, faith. If you look at, and if you don't have a faith on this, Mother Alwani, what happened if you don't? You never know the person named Alwani? Oh.
It's just the way you pronounce Alva. I was thinking of Alu that you said.
If you look at this 9.3, Bhagavad Gita 9.3, Krishna says, Ashraddha dhana purusha dharma sasya parantapa Apratpamam nivartante mrityu sansara bartmani. Guess who will come to this world of birth and death and old age and disease? Who? One who doesn't have faith on Krishna's word. So we have to at least, even if I don't have faith, at least accept that, okay, possibility is there. I don't want to lose the faith. You follow? At least start somewhere. That's why I mentioned this. Prabhupada is so wonderful. He said in Bhagavad Gita introduction, he says, even people don't have a faith, but at least they should accept, okay, Krishna is declaring here as a supreme God. Just accept it for time being. Then you will get benefit. Then your faith will come back. You follow? But if you don't, if you deny in the beginning, you cannot progress further. Can you read the translation, Prabhu? For Krishna literally say, how would you say, bully talk? Shaparantapa, yeah.
Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain O conqueror of this. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death, this material.
So who will keep coming here in the material world? One who doesn't have faith. So, I mean, really, well, you all have a faith, hopefully. And if you, even if you have a doubt, don't live with the doubt. Try to remove the doubt. Otherwise, surrender is not possible. You don't think that first surrender, then doubt will remove. No, it's like a concomitant, concomitant, like it goes side by side. You cannot separate one from each other. Okay. So, three primary energies, Antaranga Shakti, Tadastha Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti. Okay, let's focus on this. Antaranga Shakti is where?
Spiritual stuff.
Spiritual world. Spiritual world, everything is Antaranga Shakti. There is nothing changing there. This is unlimited. They only discover. You follow? Any idea anybody has, it's all exists. Otherwise, you cannot have even that idea. Where is Bahiranga Shakti? What is external energy? What is material world? What is material world?
It's a reflection of the spiritual.
That's good. Second,
Or conducted under three modes of material nature.
that's good. Third, not you. Let's see. What else? Huh? Okay, matter. What is matter means? Absence of spirit, consciousness. Very good. Okay. Then what else? Something very important, that difference between Mayavad and us. Not you. I want to hear from others. Huh? It is eternal. First you have to say it is eternal. They do not believe it is eternal. But it has a temporary manifestation. In other words, why it is illusion? Because you cannot trace it. Prahladananda Prabhu had a 2 years old, but you cannot trace that 2 years old. It's just a little hazy memory. But you cannot prove it right now that this is the child of Prahladananda 2 years. But in spiritual world, everything has an eternal existence. Nothing is lost ever. Nothing ever lost. This is very important. Okay, so this is external and that is internal. What is in between? Marginal. What is marginal means?
Spiritual energy that comes into contact with material.
Can you define little finer? You are almost, but 99 is never 100. You know that.
As living entities in the material world, we're marginal energy. That's what my current understanding is that's because we're the spiritual energy in contact with the material energy. So there's this contamination.
Every substance, when it is formed, it has a 3 components. Please remember this whole life. I mean, in this life. Once you go to spiritual world, they don't talk the philosophy. They talk about which house Krishna going to steal butter tomorrow. They will have a plan. It's fun, a lot of fun. But it is required to get out of here, you have to know whole thing. Krishna may send you back to preach and deliver whole Florida. So you may have to come back. But at that time, you will be under Krishna's internal potency. So this remember, every energy. So I'm not going to talk about external, internal. I'm just going to, because of the time, marginal potency when it's structured. Of course, we are eternal, but still we have to say it like this. When it was structured by God, Ghatan in Sanskrit, Ghatan, it has a eternal nature as a concomitant factor. Concomitant factor means you can never separate the nature from the substance. Jagannath Prabhu, can you take out heat and light from the fire? And if it is from heat, if it is from out, it's not fire. Is that make sense? All right, very good. Good understanding. So heat and light is the nature of fire. Everybody got it? It is inseparable. Similarly, the soul, when structured by God, we have an eternal nature called prema. Feel loved and offer love. You can never stop it. You can stop as a conditional life. Somebody sent me a tree picture. Actually, it exists in California. A tree looks like a naked girl. Really like a strange, because Prabhupada said that when you want to expose naked, you become a tree. And this Maharaj said, hey, somebody send me this, look at this. It's for your PowerPoint presentation. I was like a little surprised. I'll post it, you'll see like, wow, really somebody didn't carve it or anything? No, it looks like a girl, naked, just standing there. This philosophy is real. So everybody understood every potency, Krishna has unlimited potency. Sorry, how many potency Krishna has? 3 types of energies. 3 primary energy, okay? You want to be right, but you don't know how to say it.
It's like a tricky question right now. I don't know.
Whether tricky or not, you have to know it. Alwani. I won't forget your name because I never met another person like that. How many energy or potency God has? How many? I cannot hear. What? You know, to speak, you need some potency. To digest your food, even to eat, you need some power. To digest your food, you need power. To run, you need some power. To do anything, you need some power. How many power Krishna has? Yes, no? Everybody say, Krishna has only one potency. Say it, please. One potency. That one potency is called, now, when that potency, Parasya Shakti, Vividaiva Sruyate, Savaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. But you have to, because in the explanation, it says, Natasya Karjam Karanam Cha Vidyate, Natat Sama Abhadikasya Dishyate. You see this wall? There's a curtain. Curtain is made from material energy. Yes? Outside the wall, there is a tree, there are trees, some river, lakes, some gator, some all kinds of things. These are all creation of material energy. Yes? Everything that manifests it shows the energy. Where is God here? Is he God there or no? Huh? In everything. That's a philosophy. But I see that curtain or the window or outside tree or even chair, this floor, these are all manifestation of potency. Where is the potent? You understand my question? Your mind has to think like this. Nishita Marwani requesting to record this meeting locally. What does that mean? She wants to record. I'll post it. Whoever
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. This is Susilpa. That's
Oh,
my
that's
daughter's
Susilpa.
name. I was just trying to record. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'll send you.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Haribol.
Everybody understand my question? Yes, no?
No, I don't know.
Your body is made of material nature. You are part of the spiritual nature. Where is God here? Everything that you see, whether material, spiritual, is manifestation of spiritual potency. Where is the presence of potent or Krishna?
It's indifferent for the energy.
Is indifferent. Like that. She's trying to some other squeezing in. Yes, he's indifferent. You cannot separate. You are right. You cannot say. Huh?
What does that mean?
You have to ask her, she said.
What does that mean? It's an absolute platform. So
Huh?
energies and there's no difference between him and the energies. Not that.
Your answer is 95. Can you make it 100? Okay. You don't have to sweat brain for that. To act, or to create, or to manifest, energy cannot do on his own, on her own. It is Krishna who inspire energy to act. It is Krishna who shelter the energy to exist. I punch this Dashasana. My hand punched it. But if I did not exist, the hand doesn't exist. And if I don't desire, the hand does not go and punch. You follow? It is Krishna who is behind his energy. Because he inspired material nature, Sha'aikhata. This is how you see the explanation given in Brahma Samhita. He inspired Krishna Banch, 4th chapter Adilila, very nicely. What is Radharani? Radharani is the origin of all potency. Krishna Bancha Purti Kore Aradhane Atayev Radhika Nam Purane Bhakane. Puran and all the scriptures, Radharani's name is what? To fulfill what Krishna's desire is. Whatever Krishna desire, it reflects in our heart, inseparable. And she acts, everything she is doing, it is fulfilling Krishna's desire, not her own desire. Maya Devi has no power to do anything what Krishna didn't want. So all of you, I'm sure you heard it, but I'm going to say it. Please repeat after me. Supreme Lord Krishna is script writer. Yogamaya is a director. Krishna and Radharani, original hero and heroine. The whole pastime taking place based on that. Looks like Krishna lost it. What should I do now? Oh my God, all the cows and calves, the calves are lost, stolen. Brahmaji stole them. 13th chapter, 10th canto. Brahmaji stole all the cows. Brahmaji thought the demigod did a mistake. they prayed that this is my father. He's a little boy in the village. They may do mistake, but I'm not going to do mistake. So he tried to put illusion on Krishna. So Krishna says, sure, you do it. So Brahmaji took all the calves. And Krishna coming around and said, oh no, what happened all the calves? And Brahmaji is thinking, yeah, that's not my father. My father knows everything. He doesn't even know. And then Krishna comes and telling the coward boy, what are we going to tell our parents when they say, what happened to the calves? They're lost. Oh no, what will happen? So Krishna is a very unique character. He put Brahmaji into illusion, but Brahmaji thought he's putting into Krishna into illusion. So then, okay, because I started that story, I'll tell you that story. Otherwise, you'll get halfway. It's not fair. So Brahmaji goes this way around, and then see the coward boys are not there. Even the lunch bag is not there. Even the banana peel is not there. Nothing, no trace of the coward boys. They are eating lunch. You know lunch? Well, you should know picnic lunch. Picnic lunch means you have all this, basket type of things to wrap up. You have a cup, you have this halwa, this prasadam, this prasadam. You have like all kinds of things, little handkerchief and everything disappeared. Then Krishna started crying. What will happen? Madhumangal, Subal, where are you? They are not answering. Now we say, this is not a time to game. I don't like this hide and seek game. Really, Krishna doesn't like hide and seek game? Just to put Brahmaji into illusion. Brahmaji thought, this is not my father. Because my father is Narayan, where I come from, this is not. So he left. He went to his office. You know where is his office? Brahmaji's office? Not in Satyaloka. The top planet. This is Bhurloka, Earth. Above Bhuvarloka, ghost planet, Jaksha, they are living. Above Sargaloka, heaven. And heaven has a millions of other small planets. It's not just little. Then above Tapaloka, Janaloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka. Satyaloka is the top, where Brahmaloka. So he doesn't go. That's not his office. That's his house. His office is this middle planetary system has a 9 island. The middle island called Ila Briti Barsha, Shiva Loka. Shiva lives there with 10 billion maid servant and Parvati. No mans are allowed. Even Sri Ram. No mans are allowed. They will become a girl instantly. It's like it's set up like this. Because this 9th canto, 9th canto beginning, you'll see those stories gives in Bhagavad Gita. So then what happened? Brahmaji went there to his office. And from his mind, he created all the security guard, millions of security guard created by his own mind. All these children, millions of sages reciting different Vedas, Puranas. It's like a little Sahasrapatra Kamalam Gokulakatakkam. In that verse is a commentary that Brahmaji's house, Brahmaji's office is not an office like here, table, chair. Over there is a lotus petal with the ashan, very comfortable, singing, dancing, and shastra reciting, all these things. And it's very beautiful. So then what happened? Brahmaji went there. When Brahmaji, did you ever know, I don't know if you ever met or you saw a video that when Prabhupada would come to a temple, what they do? Or a great person come to visit a place, what they do? They do a welcoming ceremony. They do kirtan. I remember we used to do this in Mayapur. You do kirtan when a great sadhu or Maharaj going to come to the land. Purnachandra Prabhu will have a garland, some little kartal, mridanga to welcome Bhakti-Charu Maharaj when he comes to the land. I'm sure that you did, no? Yeah, you welcome them. In Mayapur, they do that. When Javatara Maharaj goes, oh my God, it's like thousands of devotees, kirtan, dancing, chanting to welcome him. Brahmaji went there, nobody welcomed. He said, what is this? Am I in a wrong place? No, this is my office. This is my resting place. Nobody. All the security guard are standing. Brahmaji say, hello, excuse me. You know who I am? The security guard says, very nice. You're imitating my father's form. Brahmaji is thinking, imitating? He thinks I am an imitator. He said, I am a Brahma. He said, very interesting. Because our father said there will be some living entity trying to take the form of me. Be careful of imposter. You know, imposter. So then head security guard comes, head security guard says, excuse me, can I help you? So, I have created, I gave you this body. You don't recognize I am the father. So that's very funny. It's not nice to imitate or pose like our father. Our father is here. So Brahmaji immediately understood. He's intelligent. He understood something went wrong. Would you guess what went wrong? He was trying to put Krishna into illusion. So then Brahmaji requested, can I have a little darshan of your father, Brahmaji? So they allowed after some time. Brahmaji was shocked. When Krishna took the form of Brahma, everybody in love, even 4 Kumaras, Brahma's son, they go there, Baba, father, how did it go? They're touching his cheek, you know, daddy, love you. Brahmaji said, they never did this to me. This is unbelievable. Narad Muni comes, give a hug. Narada, give hug. He's my son, he never gave me a hug. The Brahmaji is very intelligent. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. They don't even recognize who I am. Where am I? He was going back and forth, checking everything. Something I did wrong downstairs, means earthly planet. When he came down, that's why he saw that the set that he stole is still there. They are having still lunch, picnic. He was shocked. I thought I hid them in the cave. So he has how many head? 4. You know, 4 head. You look at here, also you look at back, you can look at this side. You know where something can hide. So he's looking at the cave. Inside the cave, those boys are still there and the calves are there. Then he looks in the front, Krishna is having picnic still with a similar boy. So he's looking at, it's the same boy, duplicate. He has no idea how this took place. Then it went like this, 7 things happened. One point Brahmaji failed. When Brahmaji was looking from the swan, you know, his airplane, swan, takes Brahmaji and fly. So swan, he told the swan, take me down. So swan came down because he was shocked. Jagannath Prabhu, if you see a python and a mice are hugging and crying, what would you think? If a lion and deer are hugging and crying? Thank you. Little more than surprise. Because python generally eat the mice. But when Brahmaji saw every animal is hugging and crying for Krishna, he said, I am in illusion. I was trying to put, then whole scenery took place, the 7 scenery came. So the point was, why did I go that route? The energy, how the energy works, yeah? So all this energy, even illusory energy or any other energy, Krishna inspired them, so they act. Marginal energy means you have access on both sides. You have access on what? Both sides. You can be material world, you can be in spiritual world. It's up to you. Those who choose to be under internal potency, they are called? No. Mahatma. You follow? Right now, where are you? You all? Internal potency. Hearing about Krishna is internal potency. You are Mahatma. Those who choose to not serve Krishna, to be on his own, where are they? What is their name? Duratma means they took shelter of external energy. Is that easy or difficult? We have choice. Tasya vayatasya devastane bhavata idanta paraloka sthanancha tasmin shandam tritiya sapna sthanam tishtannete ubastane pashyati idancha paraloka sthanancha. You will come to a point where you will be able to see the material and spiritual both, and constantly you will choose. Prabhupada exhibited this in New York. He said, I see both, but I'm always choosing in the spiritual side, and you all can do this. It's a very nice lesson. You follow? While you are here, you have a choice to be under internal or external. This dual vision is given to the devotee who join. But still, it's up to you. You can make that choice. The karmi, they cannot have just choice. They don't know what is internal. So, but we do. Does that make sense? Tasmin tishtannate ubhastane pashyanti. Idancha paralokasthanancha. Okay, so we understood this three potency details is enough. Define Mahatma and Duratma. Mother Amrita.
Mahatma is one who is under the eternal potency.
Yeah. Can you say a little more like personal, aptly apply to your life? Very good. When I'm serving Krishna, I'm engaged in service, I am under internal potency. That is Mahatma. Very good. And Duratma? Exploit. Yeah. It's called exploitation. Don't feel bad to say the word. Exploitation. Not giving properly that $100 bill. What was the explanation? It belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. When we literally do not convince ourselves, we will not get it. Because literally everything belongs to Krishna. When we offer it, that is called Mahatma job. Internal potency. But if you put a logic, I earn the money, I'm going to eat, do whatever I want. You are under Maya, material energy. There's no way connection on it. Okay. Okay, what's the next question we have? List the threefold miseries in Sanskrit and English. Mother Alwani. What are the threefold miseries in Sanskrit and in English? Means? Good. Means? Yeah. Good. Good. It's a good contemplation that we suffer in three ways. One is the material nature, one is me, one is with the demigod, the controller. Material nature, who is controlling the material nature, and who is affected by material nature. This is the three-way. Material nature affects means my mind and senses troubling me. And material controller, who is the controller? Not Maya Devi directly, demigods. They are under her working. Each department. Good. Analyze example of Attahara, subtle and gross, and discuss. Phil, what is Attahara means? Louder. You have a microphone.
Being more than required or collecting too much funds, or just over collecting in general.
Okay. Gross example given in this purport.
They're talking about the birds, animals in general, only if they eat when they push off. People eat all they can eat, then they'll collect as much as they can to bring home with them.
Can you give that example, right? Bag of rice,
Yeah,
what is it?
like you leave a bag of rice on the street. The birds will come, eat what they need, the squirrels will come, eat what they need, the people will come, eat what they need, collect as much as they can hold and take it home with them.
Very good, good, good. List the 9 process of devotional service in Sanskrit. Yes.
What is subtle and gross? We did discuss subtle and gross.
Gross is that rice, and subtle is it's a mentality, endeavor to acquire. You know, I have to have $1 million, otherwise I can be peaceful. Where did this idea come from? It's this attahar, contamination. What is wrong with this? What is wrong? What are those 6 items that will pull you down from your bhakti path? Mahatma Prabhu, what are the 6 items will literally pull you down or take you away from bhakti? Is this 6? Attahara, prayasascha, prajalpa, niyamagraha, janasangascha, laulancha, saravir bhakti, vinashati. You have to remember this. 6 urges, 6 obstacle will pull me down, 6 facility will push me towards bhakti. Does that make sense? You can make a little like a PowerPoint. 6 urges I have to control. 6 elements will pull me or take me away from Krishna. 6 elements or 6 items will push me towards bhakti. Does that make sense? How do you do all these 3? That's the text 4. Relationship, 6 way you loving exchange. Okay, wait, oh my God, it's already 6 o'clock. We need to finish the 3rd. Can we go in a very rushed way? Where's the microphone? Please go ahead. Yeah. Daija is not on. Tat tat karma pravartana samgate gasato britte sardi bhakti prashid. Can you see in this verse and previous verse there's one thing common? No. Will destroy and this is established. But that's not the only common. One item common. No. Well, if you keep on going. Yes, Sangha, Jana Sangha. This is the most important. That's why it's repeated again. The association. Believe me, even if you do everything good, if you don't have a good association, good mentor, good people you associate or listen or going with, difficult to progress. Tangible progress, like you can count. Yes, I'm feeling happy, I'm growing. In order to count that way, you have to have a good Sangha. That's why this is almost repeated. Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
There are 6 principles favorable to the execution of your devotional service. Number 1, being enthusiastic. Number 2, endeavoring with confidence. Number 3, being patient. Number 4, acting according to the regulating principles such as Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna. Number 5, abandoning the association of non-devotees. And number 6, following the footsteps of the previous acharyas. These 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of your devotional service.
Devotional service is not a matter of sentimental speculation or imaginative ecstasy. It its substance is practical activity. The Rukuru song, especially asking this, has defined the devotional service as follows.
Everybody together. Anna vilasita sunnam gena karmadi anabhitam anukullena krishnana shanam bhakti. Before you go to read the translation, I'm begging and requesting to all of you. This is a verse, you have no option. This is the one verse you have to remember. Whether you understand Sanskrit or not, but you have to understand, you have to memorize. And this is the beginning of entire nectar of devotion. It starts with this. This, if you think what is pure love, that's it. This is one verse. This is only one verse. Ever stands above all verses about pure love, pure Krishna consciousness. So before we go to nectar of devotion on Friday, start, maybe you can put it on the WhatsApp and start memorizing. You can say it, record it and say it. Okay, I memorize this. Anna vilasita sunnam yena karmadi anabritam anukillena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama. You have no choice. Please, really. Okay.
Uttama Bhakti, or otherwise devotion, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, involves the rendering of devotional service in a way that is favorable to the Lord. This devotional service should be free from any extraneous motive and devoid of fruitive karma, impersonal jnana, and all other selfish desires. Bhakti is a sort of cultivation. As soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Cultivation of spirituality does not mean sitting down idly for meditation as some pseudo-yogis teach. Such idle meditation may be good for those who have no information or devotional service, and for this reason, it is sometimes recommended as a way to check distracting materialistic activities. Meditation means stopping all nonsensical activities, at least for the time being. Devotional service, however, not only puts an end to all nonsensical mundane activities, but also engages one in meaningful devotional activities. Sri Prahlad Maharaj recommends
Kirtanam Vishnum Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasham Saikam Atma Nivedanam.
9 processes of devotional service are as follows. Hearing the name and words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 2. Chanting stories. 3. Remembering the Lord. 4. Serving the Lord's feet. 5. Worshipping the deity. 6. Offering obeisances unto the Lord. 7. Acting as the Lord's servant. 8. Making friends with the Lord. 9. Surrendering oneself fully to the Lord. Shravana, or hearing, is the first step in acquiring transcendental knowledge. One should not give oral reception to unauthorized persons, but should approach the proper person as recommended in the Bhagavad Gita 4.34.
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te genam genina tattadarshina.
Try from the truth by approaching a spiritual master, and fire from the instance of your service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge into the people and see the same truth.
It is further recommended in the Nactor Upanishad.
Vijnanatham sagurum eva vigache.
To understand that transcendental science, one must approach a bona fide spiritual master. Thus, the method of submissively receiving transcendental and confidential knowledge is not merely based on mental speculation. In this regard, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu responding.
Brahmanda brahmite kono bhagavana jiva Guru Krishna prasade pai bhakti lata bija.
In the course of traveling the universal creation of Brahma, some fortunate soul may receive the seed of the Bhakti Vata, the pre-birth devotional service. This is all about the great
Jai Sisi Gornitai.
Guru and Krishna. The material world is a place of confinement for the living entities, who are by nature and undermined, casualty. They actually want to be free from the confinement of this world of conditional happiness. But not knowing the process of liberation, they are bound to transmigrate from one species of life to another, and from one planet to another. In this way, the living entities are wandering throughout the material universe. When by good fortune, one comes in contact with the pure devotee and hears from him patiently, one begins to follow the path of devotional service. Such an opportunity is offered to a person who is sincere. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness was given such a chance to humility at large. If by fortune one takes advantage of this opportunity to engage in devotional service, the path of liberation immediately begins.
Beautiful.
One should accept this opportunity to return home back to Godhead very enthusiastically. Without enthusiasm, one cannot be successful. Even in the material world, one has to be very enthusiastic in his particular field of activity in order to become successful. A student, businessman, artist, or anyone else who wants success in his line must be enthusiastic. Similarly, one has to be very enthusiastic in devotional service. Enthusiasm means action, but action for whom? The answer is that one should always act for Krishna. Krishna Bhaktiva Shekasa. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
In all phases of life, one has to perform devotional activities under the direction of the spiritual master in order to attain perfection in Bhakti Yoga. It is not that one has to confine and narrow one activity. Krishna is all pervading. Therefore, nothing is independent from Krishna. As Krishna himself states in the Bhagavad Gita 9.4,
Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat abhektamurtina Matstani sarva bhutani na chaham tesha avasthitam.
by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master, one has to make everything favorable for Krishna's service. For example, at present we are using a dictaphone. The materialist who invented this machine intended it for businessmen or writers, mundane subject matters. He certainly never thought of using the dictaphone in God's service, but we are using this dictaphone to guide Krishna conscious literature. Of course, the manufacture of the dictaphone is wholly within the energy of Krishna. All the parts of the instrument, including the electronic function, are made from different combinations and interactions of the 5 basic types of material energy, namely Bhumi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. The inventor used his brain to make this complicated machine, and his brain, as well as the ingredients, were supplied by Krishna. According to the statement of Krishna, Matstani Sarva Bhutani, everything is dependent on my energy. Thus, the devotee can understand that since nothing is independent of Krishna's energy, everything should be dovetailed in his service.
Never extricated intelligence in Krishna consciousness is called utsaha or enthusiasm. The devotees find the correct means by which everything can be utilized in the service of the Lord. Nirbandham Krishna
Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Kuchyate.
The execution of devotional service is not matter of ideal meditation, but practical actions in the foreground of spiritual life.
His activities must be executed with patience. One should not be impatient in Christian consciousness. Indeed, this Christian consciousness movement was started single being. And in the beginning, there was no response, but because we continue to execute our devotional activities with patience, people gradually began to understand the importance of this movement. And now they are eagerly participating. One should not feel impatient in discharging devotional service, but should take instructions from the spiritual master and execute them with patience, depending on the mercy of Guru and Krishna. The successful execution of Krishna conscious and Krishna conscious activities requires more patience and confidence. A newly married girl necessarily expects offspring from her husband, but she cannot expect to have them immediately after marriage. Of course, as soon as she is married, she can attempt to get a child, but she must surrender to her husband, confident that her child will develop and be born in due time. Similarly, in devotional service, surrender means that one has to become confident. The devotee thinks, Avasya, Raksive Krishna. Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for the successful execution of devotional service. This is called confidence.
As already explained, one should not know one should be very enthusiastic about executing the regulating principle. Tata Karma Parivar, letter of the regulating principle will destroy devotional service. In this question consciousness movement, there are four basic regulating principles: forbidding illicit sex, drink eating, gambling, and intoxication. A devotee must be very enthusiastic about following these principles. If he becomes slack in following any of them, his progress will certainly be checked. Srila Rupa Goswami therefore recognized Tata Karma Pravartana. One must strictly follow the regulatory principles of Vaidhi Bhakti. In addition to these four prohibitions, Yama, they are positive regulatory principles, Yama, such as the daily chanting of 16 rounds on Japa Mala days. This regulating activity must be faithfully performed very enthusiasm. This is called karma pravartana, or very engagement in devotional service. Furthermore, in order to be successful in devotional service, one must give up the association of undivided people. This includes karmis, jnanis, yogis, and other non-devotees. Once Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked by one of his householder devotees about general principles of Vaishnavism, as well as the general routine activities of a Vaishnava, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Asat Sangha Tyagam, a Vaishnava Acharya. Characteristically, a Vaishnava is one who gives up the association of holy people or non-devotees. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has therefore recommended Pandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Srinivasi. One has to live in the company of pure devotees and execute the regulating principle laid down by the previous acharyas. The six Goswamis, namely Srila Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatan Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. In one live in the association of devotees, there is a little chance of associating with non-devotees. The individual society fulfillment consciousness is opening many centers just to invite people to live in the company of devotees and practice the regulating principles of spiritual.
Devotional service needs transcendental activities on the transcendental platform. There is no contamination by the three modes of materialization. This is called Vishuddha Sattva, the platform of pure goodness, or goodness free from contamination by the qualities of passion and ignorance.
In this Krishna consciousness movement, we require everyone to rise early in the morning at 4 o'clock and attend Mangala or morning worship, then read Srimad Bhagavatam, perform Kirtan, and so forth. Thus, we hold continuous activities in devotional service 24 hours daily. This is for Sato Buddhi, or following in the footsteps of the previous Acharyas, who expertly filled every moment of time with Krishna conscious activities.
If one strictly follows the advice given in this verse by Srila Rupa Goswami, namely being enthusiastic, being confident, being patient, giving up the association of unwanted persons, following the regulative principles and remaining in the association of devotees, one is sure to advance in devotional service. In this regard, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur remarks that the cultivation of knowledge by philosophical speculation, the collection of mundane uplands by the advancement of virtual activities, and the desire for yoga siddhis, material perfections, are all contrary to the principles of devotional service. One has to become thoroughly callous to such non-government activities and turn his intention instead to the regulatory principles of devotional service. According to Bhagavad Gita 2.69, Janisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyanam Jagati Gamyami Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sanisha Shakyato Muni. What is night for all the beings is the time of awakening for the self-control, and the time of awakening for all the beings is night for the introspective state. Engagement in the devotional service of the Lord is the life and soul of the living entity. It is the desired goal and supreme perfection of human life. One has to become confident about this, and one also has to be confident that all the activities other than the devotional service, such as mental speculation, creative work, or mystical labor, will never yield any enduring benefit. Complete confidence in the path of devotional service will enable one to attain his desired goal, but attempting to follow other paths will only succeed in making one restless. In the seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that one must be firmly convinced that those who have given up devotional service to engage in severe austerities for other purposes are not purified in their minds, despite their advanced austerities, because they have no information of the transcendental loving service of glory.
It is further stated in some canto, although men princes of warriors and prudent actors may perform great austerities and penances, they still fall down because they do not have information about the lotus state of the Lord. The devotees of the Lord, however, never fall down. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.31, the Supreme Personality of Godhead assured them, Amkeya Pranisharanti, Nami Bhaktaha Pranashati. Also in Kunti, declare boldly that my devotee never perishes. Again, in the Bhagavad Gita 2.40, Krishna says,
Nashasti Prattavayuna Vidyate Salpam Apyasya Dharmasya Tayate Mato Vaya.
In this endeavor, there is no loss of recognition. A little advancement on this path can affect one from the most dangerous type of people. Devotional service is so pure and perfect that once having begun, one is forcibly dragged to ultimate success. Sometimes a person will give up his ordinary material engagements and out of sentiment take shelter in the feet of the Supreme Lord, and thus begin the preliminary execution of devotional authority. Even if such an immature devotee falls down, there is no loss on this. On the other hand, what is the gain of one? On the other hand, what is the gain of one who executes the prescribed duties according to his varna and ashram, but does not take to devotional service? Although a fallen devotee may take his
She loves it that she will be forced to get success in bhakti. Good.
Although a fallen devotee may take his next birth in the low category, his devotional service will nonetheless resume from where it began. Devotional service is ahetuki apratikata. It is not the effect of any mundane cause, nor can it be terminated by any cause or terminated by any material interaction. Therefore, a devotee should be confident about the engagement and should not be very interested in activities of permission and relations. There are certainly many good qualities among creative aspects, creative speculators, and mystics. But all good qualities automatically develop in the character of a devotee. No extraneous elements are required. As Stanford is 5.18.12. यस्यास्ति भक्तिर् भगवत्या किंचन सर्वे गुणे समासते जुला
Harava bhaktesya kuto mahatguna manorathena shati dhavati.
All the good qualities of the demigods manifest progressively in one who has developed pure devotional service. Because the devotee is not interested in any material activity, he does not become materially contaminated. Immediately situated on the platform of transcendental life. However, one who engages in mundane activities, e.g., a so-called Nani, Yogi, Karmi, philanthropist, hairstylist, or whatever, cannot attain the higher state of Mahatma. He remains Duratma, or triple-minded person, according to Bhagavad Gita.
Tumam patha daivim prakritim asrita bhajanti ananda manasa yetta bhutadim abhayam.
O son of Buddha, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the supreme personality of God, original and inexhaustible. Since all the devotees of Lord are under the protection of His supreme potency, they should not deviate from the path of devotional service and take to the path of karmic manual yogi. This is called Utsaha Nischaya Tat Karma Pravartana. Enthusiastically executing the regular activities of devotional service with patience and confidence. In this way, one can advance in devotional service without hindrance.
Wonderful. Yeah. So let us finish the answering. So first question was, what is patience and confidence? Who would like to answer?
Patience is that of, sorry,
Who is going to answer patience? What analogy is used to explain confidence and patience?
patience is.
Okay, let TP answer. Temple President.
think the example of married women were expecting baby immediately after marriage.
That's for patience. Confidence.
They are confident that the child will develop a bond with you, like that. Same with. Yes. Thank you.
Can you say something that relevant to your life day to day, every day, when you find difficulties?
Like God is gonna solve eventually. But
Patience with confidence.
So it's about practicing faith. I mean, keeping up the faith, especially like when we have low times. So, what's the question again? Confidence. What's the
Patience.
patience. Okay. Patience. So yeah, we have to patiently wait.
and not to lose our faith if we like overcome any hurdles in life. And then confidence is that again similar to having faith in God that one day we will, I mean, that time will pass and God will save us from whatever the difficulty will be.
Good. That's good.
Can we put Avasya Rakside Krishna?
Yes, that has to be there inside, internal. Yes, Prabhu.
When you take up the Krishna consciousness, you take up the Krishna consciousness, pleasantly you stay, pleasantly you practice the spiritual life, automatically that sure success in life. But about that,
But that you have to hold onto it.
yeah, that
This is what required. Jai Sisi Gaurnitai Bhagavan Ki Jai. So that is required within. Two are functional, 4 are internal in our process of surrender. Constantly thinking, what am I doing? Is it going to please Gaurnitai? What am I not doing right now also going to please Gaurnitai? But as far Krishna will maintain, this is internal. We have to hold on to it tightly. Where is Krishna's protection to a surrender soul? Where is protection? It's already built in. Yes. When you maintain that belief that Krishna will protect you, Krishna will protect. But if you don't maintain that belief, you will not see it. The rope, to hold it is that maintaining that belief. Krishna will protect me. I'm not bragging about it, but in my life, I really had a tough decision one time. I said, okay, Krishna will take care, please. And I prayed, not that Krishna will take care, but you also pray. You, like Sachinandan Maharaj, I love Maharaj's expression. He says, he really got sick and was like a very danger, he may die. So he went to the deity, he said, my Lord, I really want to serve you. I don't want to waste my time. I really want to completely surrender and just glorify your every word under Prabhupada's guidance. I will never waste any more time. I want to please let me stay in this body to serve as much possible. And he said he came out of that sickness and he's still going full speed. Every day he is preaching, trying to encourage devotees, going out and preaching. So Krishna wants you, is not that if you don't pray, Krishna will protect you. No, you have to express. You really have to communicate with Krishna. You follow? Just like if you think government will protect me. No, you have to call 911. You follow? If you don't call 911, why didn't government, I pay tax? It's not relevant really. Even if you pay tax, do you have to call 911 when you are in danger? Yes. So it is built in, but you have to hold on to it. My Lord, I'm being disturbed by this. Can you please help me? This is what attracts Krishna. Krishna wants that. Was Arjuna surrendered 18.73? You read it. Can somebody read it? 18.73. Did Arjuna surrender at that time in that verse? Did he make his complete confession? Yes. From today on, I am your. Nasta moha smiti labda tat prasadat maya achyuta. Stitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. I have no doubt. I'm firmly fixed by your mercy, tat prasadat. Stitosmi. Now I am firmly fixed as a servant. Gata sandeha. My doubt has gone, dispelled. Whatever you order. Karishye vachanam tava. He didn't say I'm going to fight. That is also false ego. You can do. He said, I'm ready to carry on your order. This is required. Now, even after he said this, what is his mental status? That is need to be focused. How did he maintain that expression? When you say, I love you, Krishna, is it just a word or it carries substance? What do you think? It has to carry substance. It is not just word. If someone says to someone, I love you, but he doesn't do anything, is this really love? No, there has to be substance carry with it. So you look at it, many examples are there. One striking example I always mention that on 14th day, when Abhimanyu got killed, Arjuna was busy. He was not there. He was busy on the other side killing. All of a sudden, sunset, the war is over, they all went, and the news just came, Abhimanyu is dead, his son. He became so angry. I like this analogy because one Indian gentleman asked Prabhupada, why Arjuna is upset? Why Arjuna cried? And Prabhupada said, what is wrong of crying? What, didn't he hear Bhagavad Gita? Prabhupada said, yes. Then why is he crying? People think when you understand Bhagavad Gita means you lost your, see, emotion and emotional dependence are not same thing. I hope you all understand. Materially dependence on emotional, if you think this girl or this boy, I depend on his or her emotional, then you are in danger. But you have to have an emotion. It is natural. Prabhu's and mother, feeling is what made you. Feeling is not something you wished away. Is that clear? Sat Chit Ananda. Ananda is a feeling. You have feeling. At the core of your existence, you have that feeling, thinking, awareness. You cannot wish it away. Why feeling? Because the direction of your emotion determines who you are, what you are focusing. I can be sitting in the temple in front of Krishna consciousness discussion, but if I don't pay attention for 5 minutes, I'm thinking of something nonsense, non-devotional. Where am I? I'm in the temple physically, but actually in my level of consciousness, I am actually non-Krishna conscious. Is that understood clearly? This is a very important that how you connect. If your consciousness is led by the emotion, like out of these three, there is a leader. Thinking, you think of Krishna. This is very good. But if you feel Krishna, it is more. Brajavasis are not thinking only about Krishna. They are led by their feeling. They love Krishna. Their feeling drives them. That's why Braja Gopis' love is called Kama Atmika. The love that pushes them. I love Krishna. Where is he? I will do anything he wants. This is what drives them. You follow? Feeling is very powerful in spiritual, but material feeling is very dangerous. It can take you away from Krishna consciousness. But we have to, so let's go back there. Emotion determines where you are in existence. If emotion directs you towards material attachment, sense enjoyment, you are a karmi. You may be sitting in the temple, doesn't matter. Is that clear, everybody? Karmi is not somebody's stamp or t-shirt or some label. It is the consciousness, where their consciousness they dwell. If your consciousness, emotional feeling directing you towards, I hate this world, I don't like it, it's just too much material, I don't care everything, I just want to run away from material world. Your consciousness, your feeling is directed towards aversion to the whatever material people or material things. You are Jnani. You are not devotee. You are just Jnani. Wow, that devotee is so nice. He hates all the material sense enjoyment. No, that is not devotee. That is Jnani. You may be devotee dress, but you have a Jnani dwelling within you. Be very careful. If your emotion is directed towards Krishna, Krishna's happiness, pure devotee's happiness, devotee's service, you are bhakta. You can detect within yourself where your consciousness, where your emotion is directed. Is that clear, everybody? It's very simple. You can detect where your emotion, feeling is going. I want to please my guru. I want to please Prabhupada. I want to please Krishna. I want to serve like this. I'm coming. So that is called bhakti. No, I like my boyfriend. I like my girlfriend. I want my friend. I like to, earn more money, this, enjoy like this. You are a karmi. Okay, you have a bhakti, you are karmi, then karma mishra bhakti. Is that clear? I don't like this world, just material world is miserable. I want to run away as fast as possible. Maybe none of you ever thought that. I did think sometimes. They would actually think sometimes. So then what happened? I am a Gyani, but I want to chant and go to Golok Vrindavan, but also emotion going towards that. I don't like it. People are like too much in this world. So Gyani mix bhakti, Jnana Mishra bhakti. Is that very simple or no? That's how this Rupa Goswami sorted out, very practical. The testing machine is within you. You can test where you are, what level of devotional path you are. So this is what ultimately boils down to nectar of instruction. Yes, Mother Kid.
So you spoke about emotional. Can you hear?
Yeah. Yeah, they're online also, some people.
Hi, Krishna. So, we spoke on emotional dependency, how it's unwanted, but say we have our emotional state kind of leads us into our jnani or karmi philosophy or consciousness. So we naturally want to depend on guru or sadhu, something like this, to reach that emotional state of bhakti. So how can we understand this emotional dependency, like who we're giving it to, or should we even not strive for that?
We have emotion.
Like, should we try to be emotionally independent, or is it okay to be emotionally dependent on the gurus?
When I was a small boy, we went for a hiking. My brother left me on the road and he disappeared. I hate him. Now, after 30 years, I'm still holding him. I hate him. He should have loved me. This is called emotional dependency. That he's supposed to love me, he's supposed to protect me, but he condemned me. I condemn him. I'll tell 10 of my friends how bad he is. These are called emotional dependency. It's very dangerous. We cannot progress in bhakti on that. Now, it has an origin in Krishna consciousness. In spiritual world, Mother Jashoda looking at Krishna 20 feet from now. I gave that example many times because it's very striking. She is crying. Rohini Maya is asking, why are you crying? She said, I miss him. But through the window, you are looking at him, he's playing with other boys. You want to go there or you want me to bring him? No, let him play, let him play. I want him to be happy. But you are crying. I miss him. Okay, this is emotional dependency, you can say. Its origin nourishes. It nourishes. Krishna ran back to mother. Maya, I miss you. I want some more milky and this, that. Yes. He depends on mother. Mother depends. This is what we need. But in the material world, emotional dependency can ruin your spiritual life, take you away. But we have, okay, let's go back. We have to elevate our consciousness to pure goodness. Then, yes, okay. 1973, Prabhupada cried. He was speaking. He said only 2-3 words. He cried 10 minutes. And all the Western boys and girls, you heard that. I explained that before because Babru Prabhu told me personally, he was there. And he said they didn't know what to do. They never saw or heard when an exalted personality like this Prabhupada cries. What are you supposed to do? Should we talk to him or chant or do what? They didn't know. After 10 minutes, Prabhupada comes out and then he says, my Guru Maharaj, Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Then he started crying like baby again. Then after some time he came back, he says, okay, that's all for today. He could not speak. So it was a cry class, you can say, and didn't know. But it was so emotional that all the devotees, even though they are in the Western body, you may say, they were ready to jump. This is how he said to me. If Prabhupada would say, I want all of you to go to Pakistan and preach Krishna consciousness, because Pakistan and India was in a war in early days when Prabhupada came here. It was kind of very tension. And he said that if Prabhupada would say, they all will buy ticket and go next flight. It's so powerful. Emotional dependency in spiritual life is extremely needed, and it is there eternally. It's eternally there. But material emotion also powerful, can drag us, pull us down.
That's why it's important to consider goodness.
Correct, correct, correct. Do not even put any emotion until you come to that point. Then you will be okay. We are made of emotion, I'm not denying it. But emotion and emotional dependency are two different things.
What if we have like a passion or massive emotional dependence for a thinking person?
That's good. That's good. I mean, this Mataji was crying in there's a famous story, I mentioned this. The Mataji was crying in the back, and the speaker, he was doing Chaturmas, like this month. And he says, can you find out why she's crying? So they went and said, Mataji, it's very nice class. We didn't feel like crying, but you are crying. You are very touched, affected by it. He said, yes, I feel very peace when I come here. Said, wow, that's very nice. Is there any other reason? He said, yes, I lost my goat. And my goat had a goatee. You know, the word goatee, you heard about goatee for a man's beard. That's how it came. Goatee means the goat has this hair. I don't know how you explain. You have to see a goat. You have a goat here? No. Okay. So then she said, I lost my goat, and I searched for 2 days, I could not find. By seeing Maharaj doing Chaturmas, all the beard, a goatee, it reminded my missing the goat. So I miss goat. Now she cried for the Maharaj, but was nothing to do with devotion. It's about the goat she had. You follow?
Yeah.
This is bad. This is nothing spiritual, even though it is related with Maharaj. So like this, people cry for many reasons, but what they cry for, you have to detect it. Like this. So it's very important. Okay, I think we're done. Was there more question? Yes, Prabhu.
About your point, karma issue. Many times, the practical aspect we think about it by doing the bhakti. Because like we continuously cannot do it, because I have to think about like just an example, you get a class and here, but if there is some fire happening in my work, and I know if I don't change it now, it will become a bigger fire. Right, so the mind goes there, even if it is a simple 2-line email, the time is resistance, I have to do. But before doing that, my mind has to go there, think about it. So I'm distracted from the spiritual discussion and spiritual life. So is that the correct way, or should I just say, okay, it can still get, if there is a bigger fire, when it comes, I will figure it out. So how to balance that? Because I know
what is the intention behind extinguishing the fire?
There is no more I don't have to spend more time to solve their problems, so I can have more time.
But why you want to? Is that related to you, Krishna's property?
Not directly, but yes, everything is.
No, everything belongs to Krishna, but they are not thinking that everything belongs to Krishna. The people don't think like that, everything belongs to Krishna, only devotee thinks.
Yes.
So if it is temple property for Krishna's pleasure, then this is part of bhakti.
Well, this is.
There's no difference between hearing now versus extinguishing temple, burning. There's no difference. Both are for Krishna's pleasure. We need to take care of this. But karma mishra in general, so long you want to enjoy separately, little bit, but you also want to do bhakti. I like pizza. Okay. I like pizza. But bhakti says what pleases Krishna. But I like pizza. I think pizza is the best food. Now don't judge me, just accept it. This is what I think. So Purnachand Prabhu, as a mentor, he told me, make sure everything you offer, otherwise, Jagyartat Karmana Annatra Lokayam Karma Bandhana. 3.9. You have 3.9. Jagyartat Karmana Annatra Lokayam Karma Bandhana Tadartham Karma Kontaya Mukta Sangha Samacharet. So Krishna said that, okay, you like pizza, you offer to me. You can say so many verses, Jat Karoshi, Jasnashi, that's also can fit there. Now, I like pizza. This is karma. But I want to offer to Krishna for him to eat. So I don't incur sin or anything. That is bhakti. I'm offering to Krishna is bhakti. Karma, bhakti. So you mix it. Karma mix bhakti.
So it's mixed, it's not just.
Correct. But what Krishna does, it's very interesting. If you offering everything you like, Krishna will take all the things you like. He will diminish the karma part and he will take the yoga part and you will be bonded with him. So karma yoga, if you actually do not allow karma yoga in pure Krishna consciousness process, you will have no devotee. Majority devotee comes from the level of what they like to do for Krishna. That's why 1860 is a famous verse, or what I see, that you are compelled to act what you are born with. Try to engage that. So karma mishra bhakti means like this. You have your personal interest. You also want to please Krishna, both. And if you keep on doing, eventually Krishna will take your heart because you're offering what you think in your heart. Generally, we're supposed to offer our heart. But if you cannot offer your heart because so many things is there, desire, this, that, then offer the things within the heart. And if you start offering it, Krishna will take your heart and you will become pure devotee. So it's no loss. It makes sense? I mean, Arjuna was trying to escape from it, but he's born to fight. So Krishna says, you better fight. But what is the goal? Goal is to liberate yourself from this world. Or can't I go to forest and study scripture till death and get liberation? Yes, you can. Then why Krishna is trying to engage him to this ghastly warfare? First question, third chapter, first question Arjuna asks, why are you engaging me in ghastly warfare when the goal is to get out of the material world? Krishna says very scientifically, because you are born with a particular nature, you have to purify it. Even if you go to forest to study, you will see that feeling that you have for some enjoyment, whatever it is, it will like start popping. One devotee, well, no, I won't say. Well, anyway, he said it. He was massaging Prabhupada. Pure Mahabhagavat. And he's thinking, I want to eventually go out get a job, I want to get married. Would you do this when you are massaging Prabhupada's body? Will you think like this? So you think he did wrong? Now you're a little scared. Well, I don't know if I will. And then it happened to him. He kind of stepped out of ISKCON for a while, few decades, got married, did all kinds of things, and then came back again. Now he's again active. And it's not a big deal. Sutakirti. He told me that. So point is, what Krishna says 1860, what did Krishna say in 1860? You will be compelled to act what you are born to act. You follow? So if we engage that and purify, you are free man. If you don't engage, you suppress, you are not going too far. You are going to suffer for it. So suppression is not our 2.59. What is Vishaya Vinir Bhattante Niraharasya Dehina? Rasavarjam. Rasavarjam means you kick out lower taste. How? Rasopasya, with higher taste. Param Dishta Nivartante. Then you will be firmly fixed. But how do you remove lower taste with higher taste? By engaging, not suppressing or ignoring or neglecting. Does that make sense, Prabhu? Yeah. Prabhupada, another place also in Bhagavad Gita, I think 10, I believe in the purport, Prabhupada says, Karma Yogi means one who knows the goal, ultimate goal, and he still thinks to enjoy. A lot of devotees will see, like, they know, ultimately, be serious, pure devotee, go to spiritual world. Can I buy a nice car? Can I have a house on the beach? I like beachfront house. Now, you say like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be advanced in chanting and forget about this house. But if it is there, it will be like fool you little while. You are chanting, okay, serious. After 3 months, you met a person, Krishna's arrangement, he lives on the beach. You think, I want to be friend with him. That will be cool. And then I'll have a beachfront house, what I wanted. So you live on the beach. Wow, that would be so nice. Maybe we can go out and chant there. You try to mix your desire, what is dormant. You have a time, you read 18.60. Many verses are like this. Krishna gives a very clear. We don't have to be artificial, we can be genuine, transparent always. Is that good? We did, I think, all the question for 2 and 3. Yes? So tomorrow, how many we are doing? Anybody knows? Okay, I'll send you on the text, on the WhatsApp. Is that okay? Okay. Thank you. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpa